All right, Rage Quit episode podcast number 5. Number 5. So, the topic that Mikey so heavily prepared for, have the drama at Intel, with their CEO and head of engineering stepping down, and then more delays in the 7 nanometer process CPUs, so they're not going to be released until 2023 at the latest. Is the news there? Yeah. So
wait, the
23?
yes.
The Intel of what? The processors?
Yes. So they're
With them?
yes. So essentially, what they're saying is the 10 series, which is already out, the 11 series, 12 series, and possibly the 13 series CPUs will all be basically the same manufacturing process that they use now. So you won't be out. Basically, you're not expecting to see like huge performance gains in Intel CPUs anytime soon.
That sucks.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Sticking with Ryzen.
Is that a direct result of him stepping down?
It is related. Or I don't necessarily know. I think it's probably 7 nanometer got delayed, and that's the reason why he stepped down. Not because he stepped down, 7 nanometer is delayed. I don't think that's a thing. I think they had some issues making it work without like overheating, because Intel's notorious for having processors that run way too hot. And I don't think they can make it work because 7 nanometers are tricky, kind of a tricky configuration for heat anyway. So.
Gotcha. I just thought that article was interesting, mostly because of AMD getting ready to release with NVIDIA getting ready to release their new graphics card, and AMD pushing out their new processors over these last few months. I just thought it was an interesting turn of events for Intel.
Yeah, Intel's kind of hosed right now. Ryzen is essentially 2 steps ahead of them. Their XT processors that they just released have pulled even with Intel's top of the line stuff, and then they have Zen 3, which is coming out before the end of this year, which is going to smoke it. Because if you pay attention to any of the rumors and or what AMD has said, you're expecting to see 20% to 40% increased performance just on Zen 3 in the next, by September.
So what is the difference between Intel and AMD? Like, I know AMD, from what I figured, was AMD was better at running algorithms than so like, you remember when Bitcoin was big?
Yeah.
Like, everyone was buying up the AMD stuff because it's better running algorithms for mining.
Mm-hmm.
So, without getting into too much of the engineering, which I don't understand all of, but a good chunk of, Intel CPUs are very, very good at running single core speeds as fast as possible, which in applications like gaming or some video rendering services, mostly like Adobe Premiere, that are optimized to run on a single core. They're very good at doing that because they run as fast as possible. What AMD shines at is what's called IPC, or instructions per cycle. They run more instructions per cycle than a Intel CPU does, which results in, even though they have a lower clock speed because they're not as good at building a processor that will run as fast on a single core, that means that they can do more work per clock speed, essentially, or per cycle, than what the Intel one can do. So it is better at running algorithms because it's able to handle more of that algorithm per given cycle.
Okay.
So that's why AMD has pulled ahead. Now they're also closing in on clock speeds too. So
yeah.
the new processors, you're expecting to see a 40% increase in clock speeds, which will put them ahead of everything other than maybe the 10900K, which can get up to like 5.4. So that'll talking 5.3 maybe at 40% if you do the math. And that's like, with their IPC difference, they'll be smoking them in everything. In game performance, everything.
Okay.
But that gets a little technical.
Yeah, I guess if I had two computers, I guess I would try to at least have one Intel and one AMD.
Yeah, right now, as of this moment, if you're just gonna have a gaming rig, so if you're a streamer and you're just gonna have a gaming rig, Intel's the way to go. Because you can get better pure in-game performance just on Intel. But if you want to stream, Ryzen does a way better job streaming. Just more cores, more threads, does a better job handling the algorithms and the software.
Intel's more directed towards more like creativity, photo editing, video editing, audio rendering, stuff like that.
So
You see a lot of musicians use that more than.
Not really, not anymore. Most big movie studios are using Threadripper, just because of the core counts and the costs that you can get. You can, yeah. Well, Epic's just as expensive as Intel shit is now, but like a Threadripper, the top of the line 3990X is like $5,000. To get a comparable CPU, you're in the Xeon series from Intel, and you're talking 20-30 grand.
Okay, I got you.
To get comparable pricing. So, like, the first big movie that was done on Threadripper was Terminator Judgment Day, the last Terminator movie. They did that on Threadripper, and now, like, all the studios are using Threadripper to do all, like, the VFX and stuff like that. Just because it's so much cheaper for the studios, and they're just as reliable now at this point. And they, like, a Threadripper will smash a Xeon in photo rendering, just absolutely like double or like half the time that Intel, like that a Xeon series will render a photo. There's some really cool stuff out there. Like if you go watch some Linus Tech Tip videos, they'll get you like the benchmarks in Adobe, and it's embarrassing for Intel. Real embarrassing.
It's a tough time to be working for that company right now.
It is for sure. I don't feel that bad. They're all like electrical engineers making like high six figures.
Well, did you hear what the dude that stepped down? I can't pronounce his fucking name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me either.
But he made $26 million last year.
Yeah.
Ending in December.
Yeah, I feel real bad
away
for him.
from $26 million.
Yeah, I feel terrible for him.
Oh, what did he get fired for?
Just the company wasn't moving in the direction that.
Was he fired, or did he intentionally step down?
It was a resignation. It wasn't. I don't think in an ideal world he wouldn't have.
It was a mutual separation.
Yeah. You don't get fired when you're a CEO like that. You resign. But I don't feel bad for him. He was making $26 million a year. His 17th house on Lake Como will have to wait a year till he gets a new job with somebody else.
How long had he been in that position?
14 years, I think. It had been quite a while.
26 mil a year, 14 years.
That's what I was gonna say. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's some bank.
1 year.
And I'm sure he got a golden parachute when he left. So I'm sure he got bought out for like $75 million in like a 5-year non-compete or something like that. Like he's laughing all the way to the bank, I'm sure.
Some people have all the luck, man.
I mean, his background was in engineering, so he was a legitimately smart man. Like, I wouldn't even call it luck. Like, he just...
No, he was getting paid for his services, and his services were high quality anyways. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't have any problem with that.
Services paid.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with the people making that type of money that actually, like, are bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
Now, if you're somebody like me and don't do shit, or math.
Now listen, I'm
yeah, you're not gonna be.
I was gonna say smart, but
We've
I love that.
we've seen you try to count and say Avril Lavigne at the same time. Like,
Stay specific.
See the smoke come out of your headphones.
Yeah,
Hamster working overtime.
listen, Caps told us stories. Like,
dude, I like blow Adam's brain sometimes, dude.
well, what about this
And
now?
just because you don't have any
What
more
about
brain to
that?
blow.
Yeah. There's some things I just throw him off, and it's great because you see the you see him like this makes no sense, but it can make sense.
Like what the fuck? What?
Yeah, basically. That's
I've heard
basically how it
I've
goes.
heard him have that what the fuck meltdown on Xbox Game Chat before. Like he would say something and he'd be like, "Wait, what? What the fuck? What?"
Aren't you guys excited for that all to be leaked publicly?
My what? No, wait, wait. My history at.
Yeah. So that was a topic. That wasn't a topic, but that was something I meant to bring up. Yeah, your Xbox Game Chat history. No, so Xbox announced earlier this week, or it might have been late last week, that they have actually been storing all of your Game Chat data.
I believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm in
If
trouble.
they ever go back and
Did
review
they do that
Jeremiah,
on
he's gonna be
PlayStation?
banned.
If they ever go back and review our group's conversations, we
Oh,
are
yeah,
all
we're
in
all
trouble.
banned. We're all fucked.
Yeah, canceled for sure.
Yeah,
You especially,
I'm safe.
Mikey. You're definitely fucked.
Yeah, they hate on PlayStation.
So wait, not even allowed. I didn't sign up for that.
No, you did though. That's the thing. Like,
Sign the terms and agreements.
deep in the conditions and terms. You did indeed
The one you
sign
scroll
up
through
for.
really, really fast
Yeah,
to find that accept button at the bottom.
yeah,
Those probably.
Maybe if they didn't make it 14 paragraphs.
Not only did you agree to that, but you also
Or,
agreed to give
or
away your
one
firstborn
paragraph
child.
in your case, Mass.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't.
masked like that. Masked like that's 13 more paragraphs than I've read in my life.
I know, dude. Now, why would they do something so
Because information is king in today's economy, sir. That's
I
why.
understand that, but like,
I wonder
you
if
don't
that
need to
falls
store
under,
my
like, the
information.
Patriot
And so is blackmail.
We
I
would be
contribute
put on a
nothing to
watch
this world that
list.
you need to get
Act.
rid of.
Oh, every gamer in the world would be put on the watch list.
I know.
Yeah.
That was the case.
Dude, I've said some terrible shit in game chat.
I'm sure I'm on a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, bring back all the Black Ops 2 lobbies.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Game chat.
Ooh.
Oh, anybody, like,
Any COD lobby ever that I've ever played on
Yeah.
Xbox
Basically.
is
Halo 3 lobbies, I was.
yeah, that just the Xbox lobbies alone are enough to get me probably locked up in jail for life.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you ever release that to
Oh,
like
yeah.
potential employers, you're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm done. It's all over. I see that.
Oh, I would hope
Look at that
not. Dude.
delivery.
I see that data get really.
Clutch.
See this.
I can already see HR calling me in.
Yeah.
So
So
you said, oh,
we got this message from our friends at Microsoft, and well, there's some disturbing things that we've seen in here.
Oh, yeah.
You told this kid you hooked up with his mom and you're his dad? What?
I say a lot of that. I don't know why. Just
I remember the one time you got insta banned for like 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
It was
was good.
instant
It was hilarious. He sent the message
right
to the
after the
kid,
game.
and as soon as he sent it, he didn't disconnect, but we couldn't hear him anymore.
Yeah.
it was bad.
He was boop, gone. Right after the game.
Yeah.
ended, gone.
Yeah, that happened to James one time. We were playing Ghost, and he got banned mid-game.
Oh,
I can see it happening on Ghost. I can see it happening.
I can see James getting banned.
Yeah. Yeah. He earned
So
it.
now you have to be careful about what you actually type and say in
Yeah.
game chat.
Nah, he earned it for sure. Like he earned it. I remember the specific instance
Yeah.
that caused it,
And
and
Jeremiah did too.
I won't
He
say,
earned it.
I won't say it on stream because I would also get banned permanently.
You're gonna earn it. You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
earn it.
Oh, yeah. Jeremiah's was definitely earned, and it would probably be classified as hate.
Yeah, but it involves sheep and the man's mother. Is all I'm saying.
That's a good combo. That's a good combo.
That's a good combo.
That's a good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a good time. That was fun. So yeah, all that's out there floating around now. We're all screwed. Gotta love Microsoft.
Not I.
2020 really is the end of the world.
Yeah, Xbox releases their chat data. Oh, no. This is worse than everything.
All these resignation letters go into work. I just resign. I
Yeah.
just gotta go ahead and
Sorry.
do it now.
Let me find out that shit comes back to haunt me with this new job.
Nice. Nice.
How bad would you be though? Like they call you in Monday. We need to talk. All right. We don't know who this lab guy is, but you said some pretty hateful things to him.
I thought I deleted that VOD of me telling him that.
Listen,
Everything.
the line is crossed when it involves sheep, okay?
It's like, yeah, we're gonna need your resignation or your resume and a copy of your Xbox party chat.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I still got stuff in my party chat that should not be there. I haven't deleted it
Just
yet.
never call them back.
Yeah.
Oh, I deleted everything.
Ah man, that sucks. So why did they say why they're doing it?
Yeah, they do it for basically anti-bullying crap.
Oh my god, get the fuck
Yeah,
over that.
yeah,
Oh yeah, we're all
Basically
screwed.
Yeah.
everything y'all do.
yeah, basically.
Especially you, Trigun.
Look here, you trash can. I don't want to hear it.
Where you at the bottom of the barrel? Thank you.
No, bottom of the Streamlabs.
Oh, that's too funny.
I
So,
can't believe that, man. Labs, you looking for my stream? Where's it at?
They done took it down
At
already.
the bottom.
They done took it down already.
Shaolin, man.
I had to scroll too far. I just stopped looking.
That's exactly where it was. Too far.
Ouch.
drunk Shao is the best show.
Oh, it was. So what's Shao got going on with his mod stuff today?
I don't know.
Let's hear it.
Nah, I wasn't gonna talk about mod stuff. I'm
Oh.
not next.
Oh, well, I mean,
Did you look at the agenda? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's actually way lower on the agenda.
There's an order to this, sir.
I want to hear Shao's voice. That's
Yeah.
You already heard it many times.
all. Oh, and chilled in my spine for
Crazy.
So, how many channels are you modding for right now?
I counted them today. So far, I'm at like 32.
Jesus.
I know he's online.
Sometimes 10 at the same time.
It was crazy too, because when I added him to mine, I just see modded, added, command added, command added. I'm like, Jesus.
He's just got like a big Word doc that's got all the commands line by line. Just copy and paste them in.
I used to have that. Now I just take them from Nightbot and I have to do the adcom. Then I just copy and paste them, go down the line.
I remember when he did mine. Oh my god! It looked like the whole chat looked like something out of like NASA or something.
That's the most chat he's ever had.
No. I just had to start my stream off because I for some reason I guess I got botted.
Yeah.
And I got 2 follows out of it, which I know are bots. But yeah, it just kept going and
Like-
going and going. I'm like,
I ain't got time for
end
that.
stream.
Like just now?
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago, I ended my stream and then started it again.
No
and
shit.
I have like, hang on, let me see. I have,
You got view botted? Let's
I
go.
guess.
Let's
Well,
go.
there's nothing showing up except for 2 people. I've got 2 people here that are watching. But yeah, I've got like 50 bots in here.
What?
That's crazy.
Don't believe me, Shao? Look at it.
No, I see
Believe me,
now.
just
Just pulled
watch.
it up.
See him?
That's wild.
What is ViewBot?
Talking about, can I join and play the podcast? What?
Yeah, you see, it was ridiculous. I'm looking at it like, I don't know if I should let this go or not.
Hold on, I can't find your stream. Where you at?
At the bottom.
Oh, I think there you are.
Oh, what's up, Marie?
Yeah, we got a Marie sighting in the chat.
She took a nappy.
No, that.
She took a nappy.
No, she took a nap. She told me she took a nap.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Naps
I
are
told her I took a
awesome.
nap too.
you guys with your naps.
So good.
What is
Look.
sleep?
I know. I'll be Hitman, and I'll be texting, and all of a sudden it goes silent, and then I wake a little while, and it gets. I took a nap. I was like,
Shit happens. I haven't been working.
He got bored.
No sleep gang. No sleep gang.
What is
I'll be
this
back
thing
there.
called sleep?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lovely thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Waste of time.
I'm so thankful I don't have a
That's
camera right now. You guys
complaining
would
about
see.
only 45 minutes of sleep every 2 nights.
I slept
so
I slept like three.
sleep-deprived.
I slept like 3 hours last night. Thank you very much.
That's an improvement.
I slept from 5:30 to 8:30.
Ugh,
No, I got the biggest bottom hole.
Marie said she was trying to make you jealous, but you took one too.
So, our friend Novocaine, also known as Jonathan, or as Mast calls him, James.
Yes, James. How was the boy?
Oh, had a.
has been converted to the PC Master Race. He's ordered parts.
I'm so excited for him.
And as part of it, I helped him order all the parts and stuff like that from Newegg. We went through PC Parts Picker and did some of that. And I was actually able to beat the price on PC Parts Picker. Just fishing around Newegg for some deals and stuff. But one of the things that I learned doing that is NVIDIA is being shady AF right now and jacking up their prices like crazy on their new GPUs, or on the current gen GPUs.
I'm not surprised.
So it's
Yeah, I read an article about this today, actually.
it's a tactic that they've used in the past when they've in previous years when they've launched new stuff. And they do it because they don't want you to buy one, spend the money right now, when 2 months down the road there's going to be new cards in the similar price range. So that's why they're doing it. But right now, people aren't working and people are building PCs. There's record numbers of PCs being built right now. And they're turning off PC gamers by just elevating or potential PC gamers by getting crazy prices, especially if people haven't actively been shopping for like the last 4 or 5 months. Where 4 months ago, we ended up going for Jonathan. We went with a 2060 KO, which is kind of like the best bang for the buck GPU you can get right now. When that first came out, the price was $299.99. And when we got it, it was $329.99. So pretty good price hike there. But if you go up to the 2080 Ti's, the MSRP on a 2080 Ti is $1,000. Is what the MSRP is on the 2080.
$1,500 now, right?
Yeah, 1,500 plus, depending on.
Seriously?
Yeah, depending on the car
was
that you
like-
go.
So when I was shopping, the biggest problem for me was everybody was buying power supplies.
Yes.
It's so hard to find a power supply for my new one that I built.
Yep.
It still
Um,
is.
Is it?
You
Yeah,
can get them now, but the
hard
prices are
now,
high.
but-
You can get them
What
now, but
I've
the prices
noticed-
are high.
Because I lucked out. When I got my PC, it was given to me by a friend. And I mean, it had some decent stuff in it. I upgraded a few things. I upgraded the motherboard and the processor. But what I've noticed over the last few months is it's almost been like a cycle where one part will go, it'll spike the price real high and it'll go sold out. And then the next part. So like first it was the power supply. Now it's the GPUs. At one point, the processors even got a price hike. So
Good luck getting an X570 motherboard right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's the real hard thing to find. Like, Best Buy doesn't have shit for X570 motherboards. They're completely sold out. And then Newegg, their prices are crazy right now.
Newegg's B5, most of their B550s are still sold out.
So we actually got them a hell of a deal on a B550.
That one you got him was one hell of a deal.
Yeah, so it was a B550 board for $129.99, and it had built-in Wi-Fi.
Which B550 did you get?
I believe it was the Asus B550 Max.
That's the one I pre-ordered, and unfortunately, because I pre-ordered it the day it was supposed to be released.
Yeah.
And then they released, and then I called Newegg. I was like, "Hey, so I pre-ordered this. It's supposed to be released today." They're like, "Yeah, no, our pre-orders have been sold out for months. You're not gonna get it for like 3 or 4 months." So I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, shit."
Yeah.
And I had already ordered the processor, and the processor I had wasn't compatible with the motherboard, so I went to go find a new motherboard.
Yep.
What
Which I
processor
lucked out.
did you have?
I originally had an Intel processor. I think it was like an i4 or i5. I'm not sure.
He had an i3.
Okay, thank you. But I ordered a Ryzen 5 3600, and then I went out to find a motherboard, and I managed to get my hands on an ROG Strix B540, and I love it. So
Yeah, no, we were able to get him one of the new B550s, which was really cool. It'll be the first one. I'm planning when he gets the parts to do a build on live stream, just to do like a build guide type thing. Talk people through the process. But it's pretty cool. It'll be the first B550 motherboard that I've seen and worked with personally. So I'm excited for it. But I was just stoked that we got him a really good deal because we were having a hard time finding a B450 motherboard for a better price, and most of them weren't including
the Wi-Fi adapter.
Yeah, weren't including built-in Wi-Fi. So that was exciting for sure to find in the next gen of hardware with PCIe Gen 4 compatibility. So if he ever wants to put on a stupid fast SSD on it, he'll be able to do that.
It's a good thing he converted.
Yeah, he's looking to like start streaming and doing that stuff. He's really kind of falling in love with Rogue Company. Yeah, which is a great game. Another stunning professional segue.
Didn't he used to stream?
Yes, he used to stream. He was streaming directly off his PS4 and actually had a really good following. It was averaging like 40, 50 viewers a stream. So he was doing a really good job just doing that, but
I'm excited for him. He's reached out to me and asked if I would do an overlay for him, so I'm excited.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, speaking of Rogue Company and being excited about that, let's talk about exciting new games with streaming potential. I know in the conversation that we were having in the Discord, it was Valorant and Rogue Company were mentioned specifically. What are you guys' takes on those games?
I'll speak on that to begin with. So, I'm not PC gamer, as you know. Not all the viewers know though, but I'm not PC gamer, so it's playing Valorant for me was a lot because it's learning mouse and keyboard and it's learning the game, and like it's a little bit different, like the gameplay, like trying to like figure that out because it kind of reminded me of Siege to a bit of a degree, like as far as like having to be kind of sneaky and shit like that. And so playing that and playing Rogue Company, the reason why I feel like Rogue Company is going to outshine that and outshadow that is because of its accessibility. Because you have every platform can play it, so nobody's excluded. You don't feel weird trying to go over and stuff like that. Though I do think that Valorant is a very big game and it is going to keep on growing.
See, I think Valorant was supposed to release for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It was.
It is at some point. They
Yeah.
haven't confirmed that or
I know.
not, but it
I
is
know.
at
Riot.
some point.
this was supposed to be the first ever first person shooter that Riot made for co-compatible consoles.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're waiting for the new generation to come out or what's going on.
See, because
but
I mean, I think
on
it'd be
release
cool for
they
me
said it
to,
was.
like, I think it'd be cool to play Valorant like on controller, like just to like feel the game out better. That way, when I switch to mouse and keyboard, it's easier for me to
The
like.
only problem I can see with making Valorant crossplay. So if they just make it just available to play between console, but if they make that crossplay, console gamers are going to get smoked. They're going to get
Oh yeah,
absolutely trashed by guys on mouse and keyboard flicking to heads. You're going to have like dudes like Shao getting all sweaty, like shooting people in the face.
He can never finish it, man.
It's just because he's not used to it.
But I mean, not only that though, like you already it'd be like PUBG. Like I never went to PUBG just because PlayStation was the last one to get it, and I was like 2-3 years behind. So I'm like, I'm not gonna jump in those lobbies and just get my ass kicked. Like
no, if they go crossplay with Valorant, they need to do it soon.
Yeah.
And they need to make the aim assist like wild for headshots for console.
Yeah.
Like they need to like OP the fuck out of it and then tone it down as needed.
Yeah. But that's like I said, that's why I feel like Rogue Company at the moment has much more potential than Valorant.
Yeah. That's the
Rogue Company has the highest streaming potential out of any of the newer games right now.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. I think anytime you have a game that can be played across all platforms, it's going to do a lot better because the streamers can play on PC, they can play on whatever their preferred platform is, but you still have the accessibility of like, oh, this person's playing on, this is a game I can play too, so I want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I'd say honestly though, right now, like any new game that's coming out is doing a lot better in general. Like for instance, today I did about an hour of Ghost of Tsushima, and that's one of my higher view counts that I've had in a while, just because I'm doing a newer game, I'm doing a different game. Like Warzone market right now is so saturated for streaming in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely seen higher view counts on basically any other game I play.
That's true.
Another game that I like, and I don't know if any of you guys have played it, and it kind of leads into the next topic too.
Mm-hmm.
Another game that I like is Fault.
I haven't seen that. What is it?
I haven't seen it either.
It's kind of like Smite,
Okay.
but it's a little bit faster. It's like Smite meets League of Legends.
Okay.
It plays pretty quick. The graphics on it are incredible. It's a remake of an older game that came out for PC in the early 2000s. So I haven't played much of it. I've played a match or two, but I do see some pretty good streaming potential for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If any of you are interested in that, check it out on Steam. I think it's like $15 right now or $20 right now to buy.
I would like them to see.
Hyperspace.
So it's still going. That game's fucking crazy, dude.
I haven't seen much
It's
of it.
it's fucking
I was
crazy.
actually gonna talk about that in the news. But I mean, I'll just give you a quick like little update for it now. August 11th will be the first ever season that they release for it.
Yeah.
They wish that there was higher numbers, but apparently what they're getting now is not the numbers that they were actually projecting. So the game's not doing as well as they thought it was going to do, and I think it's because
Rogue is way
they
more
threw out
playable.
another battle royale with a lot of like stuff that's already just coming out.
Yeah.
think
And Rogue is
getting
way more
pushed back.
playable.
Yeah,
Like-
I think it's getting pushed back and pushed kind of out of the way for most stuff right
Yeah.
now.
Warzone is still
speed of
huge.
I think the speed of Hyperscape turned
Yeah.
a lot of people off too.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, yeah.
We're so used to-
it's wild. It's so
Yeah.
fast.
everyone's so used to like playing Warzone and like Fortnite and everything, and
It's
then you go to Hyperscape and it's like holy crap.
yeah, it's like a BR version of Titanfall. It's silly.
Honestly, I think it plays a lot faster than Titanfall. I was a huge fan of both the Titanfall games. Titanfall was the first Xbox One game I ever owned, and I played the ever loving shit out of it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely. I remember I played in because I played it for a while. And literally I was 5 minutes in and there was only 5 teams left.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
I think the game is way too fast paced.
Yeah.
Even to stream, like it. I've watched a couple streamers
Yeah.
play it, and even watching them play it, trying to follow what's going on and the amount of
What's up,
chaos
Cal?
that's going on makes it difficult to.
How big are the
really
lobbies?
150.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
quick as fuck. A 5-minute.
Yeah.
It's,
No,
it's like, yeah.
dude, my average time in game, I've been playing some like off stream and stuff. My average time in game is like 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and I average 8.5 kills a game.
Damn.
Like, you just like run in and just murk people. It's stupid.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
Much more fast paced.
It's like imagine Battle Royale. I think Labs said this Battle Royale on Shipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super
That
small
sounds like
map,
a
ton of teams.
horrible time.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That does not sound pleasant.
No, it's really not. It's I've have some like recordings of it just because I wanted to see how it looked like when you were watching it. It's too much. Too much. I won't stream it.
Yeah.
Unless something like crazy happens and they like double the map size and slow the pace of play way down on it somehow or another.
Or they pay you.
Yeah, or they pay me to play it. Exactly. Like if they pay me to play it, I'll play it. Like I'll play the shit out of it if they pay me to play it. But it just doesn't look good on stream. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But speaking of games that I think will look awesome on stream, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Like it's nostalgic for me, but also like I feel like they're gonna do a little bit more with it. Like I saw something today talking about the fact that they're keeping the original soundtrack, but they're throwing in a lot of
Some new music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's actually, if I remember right from the last article I read about it, it was going to have the soundtrack of the first 4 games plus like a whole nother, like essentially a soundtrack that's new for this game. So it's going to be super deep as far as the soundtrack goes. And then I think there's going to be like a park builder again, like there was in 2. Like
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
That was one of the coolest features in all of
Yeah.
those games.
Yeah.
Was
Was
the
the
park builder.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't even begin to think about how many hours I've spent with friends over pulling all-nighters playing Pro Skater.
Yeah. The one thing that I think that kind of kills the all right.
Your dog was just like, fuck, man.
Yeah, fuck your
But,
controller. Mouse and
one of the
keyboard for you.
To me kind of killed Tony Hawk was Skate. 'Cause
Yeah.
Skate was like so much more intricate and like just like open.
I thought Skate was hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved Skate. I think Skate was fantastic, and it was a great competitor for the Pro Skater series.
I would
Yeah.
say
But
that.
the differences between the games, like Skate was kind of more realistic, and it, when if you hit the dirt or hit the ground, they would show the injuries and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
think that Pro Skater still has the mechanics.
Yeah,
down.
it just felt so good.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's still got its merit, and like everybody's gonna like play that overall, like for the like nostalgia and shit like that. Cause Skate was hard, like to do
Yeah.
some tricks. Like no lie, like just flicking that stick around to do certain tricks was not easy.
Have you heard Tony Hawk's story about when 2 came out and they handed him his first like residuals check from it, and it was like $2 million. He like never, he'd never seen that kind of money before, and they just like,
I know I ain't seen that.
yeah. Well, and they just like came out. It was like his business manager had him to lunch. He's like, "Hey man, I think you're gonna be pretty happy with how the game's doing so far. It's sold like at that point. I think it said it sold like 10 million copies or something like that." He's like,
Yeah, the launch was ridiculous.
Yeah.
For it.
And he's like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "So is it gonna be like 100K or something?" He's like, "Nah, man."
Sorry, you're gonna.
He's like, "No, I don't think you understand how much money video games make."
Yeah.
Yeah, like it definitely launched off, and like that kicked in like so much of like just skater movement in general.
Yeah.
Like so many people were like who had never picked up a skateboard is like, I'm gonna do it now because this video game's cool as shit.
Yeah, I was one of those kids. Like, like it was tough to skate in Maine just because we didn't have like any parks, and there was still like when I was growing up, there was like still like strict anti-skateboarding laws. But like you couldn't skate on like the basketball courts or anything like that in our town.
Oh, the colleges hated skating.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it created so many problems for so many different companies and privately owned businesses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was that asshole that was like riding my skateboard around the high school hallways for a little while. Like,
What? You're an asshole, lad?
nah, never. Never.
Dude, my favorite Tony Hawk was American Wasteland.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It was the best Tony Hawk in my opinion.
No, what was the one with Bam Margera?
That was Wasteland.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It had Rob Deerdeck. It had like
Bam Margera and
yeah,
some other
it
kid,
had
the
Bam,
kid in the
everybody.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
You had to unlock those guys, but they had
Yeah. Yeah.
That
No,
was my favorite.
all those
You
games
make,
are so
like,
fun.
a big buff dude just jacked out riding a tiny ass board.
Yeah,
It's great.
From like a content creation standpoint, though, think about what you can do if you have like the park builder in this new game. Like, think about the cool streams that you can do with that. You know, you can do a stream based around building it, and then like your first playthrough on building your park. Then you can save it and have other people come play your park and do shit like that.
Yeah, imagine, because it's like you could do that in the last one, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember I got it from Movie Gallery, and it had a save on it.
I mean, look at what people have done with Grand Theft Auto and the
Yeah.
custom maps they put on there.
Yeah,
And those get streamed all the time.
Yep. No,
Along with like people trying to complete the challenge maps and all of that.
yeah, no, it'll be a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and I don't know if it'll become a main game that I stream, but it's definitely going to be something that will be on my channel soon, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely gonna pick it up.
I wonder if they're gonna stick to the 2-player multiplayer, or if they're gonna increase that so you can have multiple people in your lobby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, imagine 20 of us just
Yeah.
jumping into it.
Yeah.
Dude, skate session
Dude,
online.
Yeah.
Especially if you can still hit people with boards. You remember you could do that?
Yes.
Kick the board at someone
Just
with it.
yeah.
Oh, dude, Battle Royale fun. Yes, Battle Royale, Tony Hawk, dude.
Tony Hawk's
Let's
Pro
do it.
Skater Battle Royale. That would be crazy.
Dude, dropping in.
Give you one pistol with 7 bullets.
and a skateboard.
That's just Detroit. I think that's just Detroit, though. I mean, skateboarders.
These are facts. You would just get a skateboard. The goal would be to knock every other player off their board. And as you do tricks, you get points that would unlock different abilities. Like, it's more difficult
All
to
right,
knock
hey,
you off your
stop
board.
talking.
stuff like
We
that.
got to patent this.
Right? Yeah.
Stop talking. No, I'm just kidding. You can-
So that's a remake of a game that
Yeah.
we all enjoyed, except for Butterfly, because Butterfly wasn't gaming on that.
I didn't play it either.
I'm so,
Yeah,
even
we'll
have
make
a
you hate
childhood?
it.
He's like, just for the record.
I'm so
Did you even have a childhood?
yeah, I know.
No.
No, that was like literally my favorite game from my childhood. Was
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Lab knows what I played as a child, so
Yeah,
Pong.
my game was Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, I put a ton of hours into that too.
Like I don't even know how many times I beat 3.
They came out with Duck Hunt that works on flat screen TVs now. I am going to own it.
Okay.
Let me out. So
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. Just for the longest time, Duck Hunt wouldn't work on flat screen TVs because the light gun that came with it isn't compatible with TVs that refresh instead of like CRTs that have a constant image.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let me know when you get it because I want that too.
yeah, it's not cheap. It's like $100 for the stupid game with a gun, but
That would make for a pretty dope
Damn.
VR game, though.
yeah.
Big price for
Paying
nostalgia.
150 for the little mini PlayStation thing that had like 100, 200 games on it.
I think this has. I think this has like 2 games. Yeah, I think this. I think this has. Yeah, I think this has like 2 games. Yeah.
Didn't we talk last week about spending $100 on a skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Who did that?
You get a whole game and a gun, and now we're like, nah, it's kind of a lot.
Listen.
Sorry, man.
I'm out.
I'm just saying.
The show's over, guys. The show's over.
He just dipped. He's like, I'm done.
No.
No, but that would make for a pretty dope VR game.
It would. Yeah, no, it would. It would be a lot of fun.
Oh,
I think
they
I
have-
think I'm gonna go buy another VR headset. I was
If
talking
you
God.
look
about
at,
that.
Alabama Boss, they have the twisted version of that Duck Hunt game. It is so messed up because the dog ends up killing the parents.
Spoiler
It ends
alert.
up killing everything else. You have to see it though. It's fun. It is.
So speaking of bad remakes, apparently, what's the worst game remake that you guys have run across? Words are hard. Wow.
Like what do you mean by that? Like remastered?
Yeah. So yeah, or like relaunch titles. So like, Halo Wars. for
Fuck you.
example.
Stop
mean,
hating on Halo Wars.
Someone's a
there,
long
yeah.
I haven't really had like a remake or like a that I've hated.
See,
Oh, I
all right.
agree.
So the reason why I put this in here is because I wanted to talk about Crash Bandicoot. For
You didn't like it?
me, the remake, no, I didn't, because like I don't know if it was all this way, but it felt like it was harder. Even though it was the same exact levels, it felt like it was harder to play. And I
You know
don't
what
know
happened,
why.
right? You've been playing video games for so long, your brain cells have deteriorated. When the game first came out, your brain was fresh and clean. And I was
Right.
like, what the fuck? What am I
It was
supposed to
always
do here?
that hard. You just
Nah.
got dumber.
Yeah, it's like I said, I don't know what it was. It just did not feel the same. It did not feel like it played the same. It seemed harder to me.
Listen,
I
you're not
really liked it. That
not
was one of
supposed
my
to eat
favorite
the lead
remakes.
paint
See,
lead
Marie
paint
said-
chips.
Marie says it in labs. She said yes, it was so hard.
I did have a problem with it because I didn't own the game. I did play it for like a
Yeah.
small amount. It was a little harder, I will say, but it brought back enough memories to where it was like, dude, Crash Bandicoot's awesome. I love it.
Well, see, I didn't own it. I played it like for maybe an hour at my niece and nephews because they got it for Christmas, and I never like played it to see if it was just like I needed to get used to it again or what.
Oh man, no. Crash Bandicoot was I think Crash Bandicoot was the first video game I ever played.
Yeah,
I think it was Crash Bandicoot or Crash Bandicoot 2. One of those two games was the first video game I had ever played, and I've spent many nights up until 5 or 6 a.m. playing Crash Bandicoot at like 8 or 9 years old, dude.
yeah. see,
Jeez.
and I want to go back. I haven't played the remake of CTR, the Crash Team Racing, but that was a really fun
Yeah, me. Yeah.
competitor to Mario Kart, in my opinion.
Yep. No, I actually preferred Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
preferred that one over Mario Kart.
And the cool thing about that was that they released it for Xbox too.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
me, Adam, and I believe a buddy of ours named Noah got it, and we were playing for a while.
Yeah, it's a fun little racer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super casual. Like you can just play with buddies and just like
Yeah.
have a good time. Yell at each other. Occasionally rage. Yeah.
I mean, it got that
Occasionally.
Kind of like Mario Party. Like the way it plays and the way it's so, you get competitive, but at the same time it's still fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I relate that.
You agree.
Yeah.
But as of remakes,
Just-
jeez, I'm trying to figure out what was actually remade.
I know they
Yeah.
redid like a Metal Gear Solid nonsense a couple years ago. That was really
Yeah, and
bad.
I know
That was not
I
great.
know they did the remaster of
I mean, the Halo Master Chief collection is
yeah.
technically all remastered, but that was pretty good. There were some issues with like the first couple when they moved them to PC. There was like some like technical issues, but they sorted that out.
Yeah, they fixed all that.
Yeah, just because it was like on an old engine.
Yeah,
But
one of
everything
the
right now is good.
one of the ones, it wasn't necessarily a remake, but they sort of posed it that way, was the like 007 game that they made. It was I want to say PlayStation 2 era, but it was like they were trying to redo the 007 GoldenEye thing, but then they added like powers and shit in there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
It
like-
wasn't GoldenEye.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, because like all the remastered stuff was like was, in my opinion, maybe Resident Evil could have been a little better,
Yeah.
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 but the graphics alone were just like
Oh,
made it amazing.
here's one. The relaunch of Twisted Metal was awful.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh.
absolutely awful. That was terrible. I don't know if it just like it was because like kind of the flow of the game was like just kind of dated, like kind of the whole like scheme of the game just felt like old and kind of skeezy. But like that was not a good game.
I was trying to think of a game that I had played remastered that I didn't like, and I couldn't think of one for a while. And then you said that, I was like, holy shit, yeah, I played that, and it sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
that was
I'm-
nostalgia back then.
I love Twisted Metal. I love the Twisted Metal games. My cousin, I didn't have it, but my cousin who lived like a few miles away down the road from me that I'd spend a lot of time with had it, and we would play the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Did they remaster Shadow Colossal?
I don't know.
I want to say either they remastered it or they just did a new version of it.
Because I know that Final Fantasy got a remaster. Which
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love.
yeah, yeah. That
Final
did.
That
Fantasy
was awesome.
always gets a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy remastered was great.
And like I said, I haven't run into a game where even if it was remastered, it was. I thought they were all pretty fun. I've never played Twisted Metal before, so I don't know, how to put input into that.
Yeah, no, it was bad. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. Warzone Season 5? New trailer dropped?
Oh yeah.
Aren't they blowing
Yeah.
up the heart-shaped building?
Who knows?
Stadium's supposed to get nuked or something like that.
Yeah. New characters?
Yes, I did see one. I did some research on it.
Again, very excited.
Yes. This dude, he's a straight up badass in real life.
Oh, it's another real
yeah.
life one?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a former Marine Corps law enforcement SWAT team member. His list of accolades goes on.
Yeah, yeah.
His name is Tony. Damn it, how do you say it? Said it. It's SENTMANAT. That's I tried to figure out how to say it, and I still can't say it right. But
Is it that dude with glasses?
yes, the dude in front.
Yeah.
In real life, he's 5'11", 235 pounds, straight brick shit house. Like he has his own company, Real World Tactical, out of y'all's area where Cap and Mask are from in Florida.
Yee.
And some new guns that are coming is the AN-97 that are coming.
But will it be better than the Growl? Probably not.
I don't know.
Wasn't the
Yeah,
AMX
wait until
having,
it
like, a-
till it drops, and then you're supposed to have some lichen guy. I don't know if y'all saw the dude with the face
Beard at the
mask and
end?
everything.
Oh, face mask.
No, the dude with the beard. His name is Marcus Lurch Ortega. He's like the bad guy leader of
Okay.
the shadow group that's supposed to be in this.
Okay.
But the other guy is kind of like the enforcer. Like his background's like all black. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Hmm.
And then Rose is being pushed over from the Jackals into Shadow Company.
Yeah, see, I'm just excited for them to like change it up a little bit. Because like I said, I don't know if there are any new guns because I don't really have that in the trailer. And I'm ready for Gulag to change. Everybody's ready
Yep.
for to change. Like that is
I was
the
just about to
dumbest
say,
shit
what
right
do we
now.
think? We're thinking
Right.
rocket launchers next.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
Yeah, like I honestly I don't even know what they're gonna do to us now, but I
We
feel
need
like
get
anything
spells.
they do isn't gonna fucking what these have.
If it's rocket launchers, I'm never playing that. I'm never playing the game
I
again.
had the same conversation today.
Adam said the same thing.
Yeah, if it's rocket launchers, I'm legit not playing again. I'll play the first Gulag and leave.
I'll back
Be back
out after I
season 6.
die. Go back to
Yeah.
playing Blackout.
All
Yeah.
melee weapons.
But that
I mean, I wouldn't hate that. Like, it would be annoying because I would lose a lot, but I wouldn't hate it as a concept.
Just give Sean your controller. He's good at throwing knives and
Right.
knifing people.
Give him your controller.
They throw like a arm wrestling table in the middle.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
You just gotta go up to it.
Yeah. No, I think they should just send you in with the rocks in your fists. Just like you start with, you get 5 rocks. They do like 30 damage each or something like that. So you gotta hit them with like 3 rocks.
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like you can
What the fuck
find
you
like
throw?
a
Cinder
little
block?
Easter egg. You can pick up like a toilet seat and just start beating someone.
Yeah. It's like keister a shiv.
it's gonna be solid.
Or like the people
you hand to a hacksaw and you gotta go cut the other person's foot off.
Yeah.
Or like sometimes, you know, like if they gave guns to other people, like if you could pick those guns up if whatever you got was a shitty ass gun. I mean, they're
Yeah.
dead on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like
I don't know.
they should send you back with what you won your Gulag with. In my
That'd be pretty
Right.
cool.
in my opinion.
Okay, are you going back with fist and knife?
Yeah, like if you win, go back with a fisted knife. You don't really stand a chance with a pistol anyway. Like
No, I
when
see
you're
what saying.
when you're respawning. I mean, once in a while, you'll do something, but it's not like
Look, you two quit fucking bragging, all right?
All right, it's like,
all I'm saying is
and
I
y'all
want-
go play pistols by yourselves over there.
all I'm saying is I won a game with the starter pistol after Danny bought me back.
yeah.
Cap's done the same thing.
That's a regular thing for Cop.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just
Annoying.
saying.
I've come back and like wiped teams with them, but like it doesn't happen all that often. Like
Yeah.
not like I'm doing it out on the regular. Like 9 times out of 10, if you drop in with a pistol against a dude with it that's halfway decent at the game with an AR, you're gonna die.
No, I mean no doubt.
You're probably gonna
More,
end up
more of a
killing
chance
man.
than using fist and knife.
Yeah. Knife's a one-shot kill.
Yeah.
I mean, a punch is a 2-shot at that point.
Yeah, fucking that's so stupid. That and talk about something that'll make me rage.
It happened to me last night.
So annoying.
Smacked around a couple times with the pistol.
Yeah.
Marie said, "I've come back and got 1 hit marker, and then my shit got lit up. I don't want to hear it."
Yeah, one day last night she got beat to death, and then I came running in and beat the guy who beat her to death.
So
Beating
fun.
everybody off.
That's it for Warzone Season 5. News with Mast.
Yep.
Oh, hello.
Close it out strong with news with Mast.
Sure, why not? playing something else.
Jesus.
So, there's a few things I wanted to talk about. First off, for all our Valorant people, I sent this to Lab. What was it? A day ago? The new agent Killjoy is coming next week for
Yeah.
Valorant.
Very exciting.
Do we have to buy him?
Sounds like a killjoy.
I believe I
probably.
don't think you have to buy him, but you'll have to open up her contract and play her contract
Yeah.
to unlock her.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You're gonna have to
Sup,
open up her
bro?
contract.
Hey!
We got Oreo.
Oh,
That's
my
good.
I missed you. So another thing is this isn't well, no, it is video game related, I guess. Splinter Cell is reportedly coming back as an anime series and Netflix. So we're gonna have a
Okay.
Netflix adaptation of Splinter Cell.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to
That
watch
was awesome.
anime.
Let's-
Son of a
yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch some anime.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I never really liked that game.
I-
anyways.
I told myself I never would,
What?
That's a lie.
and now I'm going to. Son of
Yeah.
a bitch. No, I
Another
loved him.
thing-
Did you read the book, the Splinter Cell
the
book?
Splinter Cell book?
No,
I
I know you didn't read the book.
Yeah, I was like, you know you're
Like,
talking
did we
to.
not cover this earlier today? More than one paragraph. He was out.
No. Tom Clancy wrote a book after the first or second game. He wrote a book
Jesus,
Uh,
Cap.
based on the game.
Yeah, but Mask has never read a book.
Jesus, holy diabetes, Cap.
Sure. So, another thing was the Hyperscape launch was going to be August 11th, and then so on and so forth. It wasn't doing as well as we thought it was going to do. We already pretty much talked about that early on.
Yep.
Another thing that was going to be that I really wanted to talk to you guys about was Cyberpunk 2077 beta scams that are going around.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're getting a lot of people.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to play beta for Cyberpunk, don't, because I guess
Yeah, it's
they're
good.
getting a lot of people.
Yeah.
More than record numbers of
Yes.
people are getting.
I'm
scammed
sure they
right now.
have, because the game's highly anticipated, highly
Yeah.
anticipated, and it's been delayed like 17 times.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
the game looks great, but I don't feel like I'm gonna play that.
Oh no, I'm gonna play the shit out of it.
It's not worth getting scammed over, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you guys like motion sickness, Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting a VR support soon.
Okay, so here's the crazy thing about that. I saw something about it earlier today.
Yeah.
The total map size for that game is 20 petabytes.
Isn't that like bigger than Minecraft?
That's 1,000. Yeah, way bigger. But Minecraft's 2 petabytes.
I don't even know what a petabyte is.
So a petabyte is 100,000 terabytes, I believe.
what
Holy
the
shit.
fuck?
Wait.
It might be 1,000.
It's a lot.
A lot. Like 1 terabyte is a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the map size of Warzone is like less than a gigabyte. Like the actual map is
Yeah.
less than a gigabyte.
So 1 petabyte is 1,000 terabytes.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
you said how many?
It's
Dang.
20.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if you guys have
What are
ever
we talking
played
about?
like a flight simulator in VR. I that's I don't really get motion sickness in VR. As soon as I picked up like a flight simulator game, I was done. Like I was like ready to fall out of my chair because I couldn't you couldn't deal with it. It's like I know the Air Force, the Chair Force, like a lot of people make fun of them because of they're in the Air Force, but like once you're in like a jet, I've heard that it's like people pass out a lot,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, this is ridiculous. So
I
to see
get
that having support,
I get to
I think
do
it'd be
a
very cool.
like a ride along, fly along, and an F-18. Can confirm it is scary as shit, and can definitely confirm that
Yeah.
it is very easy to pass out in said
Like,
F-18.
yeah, I was like flying around in mine, and I was like, let me just do a barrel roll real quick. Let me just pull out this Star Fox.
Nah.
Yee! And I was
No,
like,
no, no.
all right, and now I'm
Barrel roll.
sweating. Okay, cool.
No. It is 8 G's is a lot of G's. By the way,
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm on VR, you're in the real thing. It's completely different, but I'm kind of looking forward to it because, like I said, I'm thinking about getting another VR.
no, it's gonna
headset,
be a lot of fun. Like
yeah.
I'm building a second system.
What you need is the actual like gyrosphere. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
actually with
Oh
it.
no, dude.
No.
Just-
That would be really dope.
Have you seen them like racing chairs where you're like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the thing and it's like jerking you around as you're going?
Just build one of those drone centers in your home. I'm sure that'll get you on 0 watch lists for sure.
So speaking of building the computers, the GTX 1660 Ti powered by Alienware laptop, it's gonna do 240 hertz displays. It's only gonna be $1,200. So if you guys get the stimulus check, you might want to just drop it on this Alienware.
But
No, it's a lot
Very
cheaper to build your
Alienware.
own computer.
what is it?
It's a Did you guys not hear anything?
I didn't hear what you said. I was reading my chat.
It is a GTX 1660 Ti powered Alienware laptop
Uh-huh.
that has 240 hertz displays for only $1,200.
Okay, well, that's really pointless that it has a 240 hertz display because a 1660 Ti will approach.
So that's what I was saying. For $1,200, it's a lot
Yeah.
cheaper to just build your own computer.
Yes, I could.
You know.
I could like fab a laptop for less than
Yeah.
that ran.
But normally you can grab yourself a powerful mid-range gaming laptop if you don't want to deal with any of that, and it's a laptop for under $1,500, which
Yeah.
you don't really see too often
Yeah,
in laptop wise.
Bless
So-
you.
I believe
Thank
it's
You know.
it's Asus that has one though that's like $1,500. That has like the 2080Q in it.
Yeah.
That's like right around 1,500.
Yeah, but that's like I said, this is like under $1,500.
I mean, I guess.
Kind of a decent mid-range.
Fuck
People that need.
Garbage.
I want more mobility with laptop wise and desktop wise. So
Garbage.
you know,
I mean, unless you want to spend the $9,000 and buy the one from Acer Predator.
have you?
which-
I remember when Razer came out with that laptop that has like the 3 folding
Yeah,
screens out.
That's really
Remember
cool. So the new version of that, you can actually run 2 different games on at the same time. It's kind of badass.
Yeah, the Acer Predator one I saw the other day. They call it a laptop, but it has 2 power bricks.
Yeah.
And it's got dual 1050 SL. I guess you can do SLI on 1050, right?
Probably.
Well, it has dual 1050s in it, and it does 144 hertz. I was watching it the other day, and they were doing Far Cry 5 on that on Ultra everything, and it's spectacular.
Yeah.
But for $9,000, and it comes in its own little Pelican case. I don't.
Yeah. No, there's some cool shit out there, man.
Yeah.
Apparently the 3000 series mobile stuff is going to be bananas. So I think you'll probably see some pretty cool gaming like laptops that'll be badass.
So I think the last thing that I'm going to be talking about is just one game that I'm probably going to be purchasing for my PC, which is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
The system requirements for it is going to be Windows 10 64-bit processor. You can run it with an iCore 5 processor or an AMD 6300. Memory 8 gigs. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780 3 gigabytes, or a AMD Radeon R9 2090 4 gigabyte.
Oh god, it'll run on a potato.
It'll run on a potato. And then DirectX version 12 storage. You need just about 100 gigabytes of space, like any other game. So
Yep.
that's probably one of the big games that I'm going to be personally buying for PC, just to see what I can actually run it on, see how good it's going to be looking.
I mean, if it'll run on like an R9 2900, it'll run on a potato.
Definitely.
That was one of the
It-
games
yeah.
that I was really looking forward to when it came out, and then I didn't have a PS4. I was like, oh shit. But even now that I own a PS4, I'd rather play it on PC just to be like, hey, what can this do?
Yeah. I mean, that's half the fun of owning a PC is like, will it run this? 'Tis an adventure. Let's find out. Or do I need to spend more money?
Okay.
And that's in pretty much gaming news. All the rest of the stuff, you just got just simple stuff. New mods were added to The Witcher, so you can add like the Blood Origin 6-part prequel coming to Netflix. You can actually play that in The Witcher. You can also do Minecraft swords in Witcher. He looks a lot cooler, apparently. Just simple stuff. If you guys want to just look up, gaming news. Like Death Stranding PCs built. It looks like a little toy baby that's in a PC that looks like the little container that he carries, and it's an actual PC that he built. I was like, that's kind of creepy, but I guess it's cool to someone who likes Death Stranding. So
You got to be a diehard fan for that.
yeah, to have like an actual like PC built around that. But yeah, that's news. That's news of the week.
Cool.
One more thing though to go with that. I don't know if you saw it, but they are releasing Destiny 2 with all of the expansions for Game Pass.
Yes.
Hey, give me that.
And if you've purchased it on any other console, you will be able to play it on PC.
Oh, that's dope. I did not know that.
Yep. They will transfer your title over.
I think I might switch over to PC for it then.
Yep. Yeah. Jonathan was doing it. He was the one that told me.
Well, that's cool. That means
because he's gonna walk me through playing Destiny. Yeah, he's walked me through playing Destiny. Because I've never played. Like the only time I played, I loaded directly into Trials. Like I played the tutorial and went and played Trials and got shat on for like 25 minutes. And then
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play that with you. That's what I enjoyed the Destiny series thoroughly until they started releasing.
Your brother asked me today to play it with him.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I really enjoy when Nem streams it.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's repetitive.
Oh yeah, that's
I like to watch it
because Nem's got the good, so it looks amazing on stream.
Oh, dude, Nim's
yeah, he's been streaming that for a long time.
Yeah, it looks great.
Like over a year.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal. I know he was having issues last time he played it, like with the game just not working right. But
Yeah.
so it's a lot of fun to watch.
Okay, so I got one thing before we all leave.
Mm-hmm.
If you had the money to build the flawless PC, what would it be?
Oh god.
Like, what are the components, or like what?
Yeah, whatever you wanted.
Whatever lab tells me to buy.
Yep.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
So here would be mine. Okay, and I saw this the other day. It is from Origin PC, and it's called the Big O.
Okay.
Xbox. It has Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and a Threadripper PC all built into one.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I just want like a. It's
Like
just like
all in one.
it looks
all
like no.
in
It's
one.
just like a giant refrigerator that I have. Right. Like imagine this. Just a giant refrigerator that I can open up and grab like a drink out of. But my PC and everything else is also built into the hardware in there. That'd be and LEDs for days, dude. I need
No.
so many LEDs.
No.
And it has a little switcher on the
LEDs.
PC. I saw it the other day. It has a little switcher and a remote to where you push a button, you go from PC to Xbox to PlayStation.
Corsair has a similar
probably-
system, but
Probably
it's
just like an
it's
HDMI
just
splitter.
it's just got one console built into it.
This has all of them.
And it's got a capture, like it has a capture card. Like obviously, it's got like a HD 460K or whatever. The
Elgato, yeah.
yeah, the PCIe version built right into it. It's pretty cool. Man, if I had an unlimited budget, I would do dirty things.
We've already seen what you can do. With a
You've
budget,
already
okay?
done that.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Remember?
We've
No,
seen what you can do with the
that's-
budget.
That's not like that's a work computer. That's
Yeah,
not
that's a work
that's
computer.
It
that's
doesn't
not
matter. You're
that's
That's not like a, I'm gonna have
using
fun computer.
that's not a gaming rig though.
I'm gonna-
Like
It doesn't
gonna
matter. You're going to be
install-
building one at the end of the year anyway.
I'm gonna
yeah,
install Cortana and put it in.
yeah. No, I
A hologram.
Cortana.
A
No.
hologram that pops up.
I
Well,
hate
with
when
that
I
build
click
that
on
lab
Cortana.
built for work, you could probably do that and then some.
oh yeah, I could run Cortana, the AI for Cortana off that computer, no problem. That would shit Cortana's brains out. Like it would
Yeah.
destroy Cortana.
pretty much.
Good,
Cortana's
please.
It's meant for writing that type of AI, but better is what that computer is set up for. Is that deep learning
So
AI?
in other words, what you're telling me is Jarvis.
and this PC has a Titan RTX in it too.
2.
2 Titan RTX.
Nope.
Yeah, don't forget the second one. You gotta
Nope.
make sure you put that in there.
No, if I was gonna build an unlimited budget gaming PC, it would actually be two PCs in one. So it would be a twin motherboard computer, and it would basically be a case that held.
You're gonna go with a Fanatec case.
Yeah, either the Fantech or Thermaltake makes one as well that I really like.
Yeah, I think it's the N2 Elite that has the spot for.
Yeah,
dual
yeah, it
motherboards.
will support dual motherboards. And I would do one if I was building it right today. It would have a 10900K with a custom water loop, and then the second system would be Threadripper, to stream with, and it
See,
would
I heard-
the 3990X.
I heard. No, I don't want to go too far into a rabbit hole here, but I heard running water, like not like the water through your PC or like liquid cooling,
Mhm.
it can rust sometimes.
No,
Rust
you have to do maintenance on them. You like I.
so like every year you have to drain it out and everything. It seems-
It should be every 4 months, really.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's not that big a job. It's like 20 minutes worth of work. It's not a big deal. The last system.
Burst all over his motherboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
remember
last
that.
system I built before this I built it like 10 years ago, and that was custom water cooled. I did a custom water cooling loop because there weren't AIOs then. There was no such thing. But that was dual 2090s, or 290s rather. It was a lot of money back then, but it was fine. I made it at the time. But no, I would do that in a 3990X, and then probably throw Titan RTXs in it with no budget.
Okay.
Probably I would do two Titan RTXs and just say fuck it. There's no rules. Like 256 gigs of RAM in the Threadripper and like 64 on the gaming rig, like, and just
Call it good.
overclock the shit out of it, burn my house down with it, and like
Make a piece of pizza on it.
yeah.
And also, like, Mask, you were asking about the water cooling. It depends on, like, if you use regular distilled water every 4 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
But if you use that colored liquid,
That's
shit
what-
can gum up your.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought,
it's
'cause,
really
like, I know
bad.
a
It's
lot
really
of,
bad for your loops.
There
Yeah.
is one brand.
There's-
that I saw that's really good.
There's one brand and one color. It's shit. What's the name of them? But it's their black. It's their black color works perfectly. It's fine. It doesn't have any issues.
See,
but
that's because like that's the only reason why I thought people actually
But,
did
yeah.
like liquid cooling because it looked cool.
no. You can get way better performance out with a custom water loop. You're talking like if you have a high end graphics card like a 2080 Ti, something like that, and you go full water cooled, you can get like 10% extra out of your graphics card. And then on your CPU, you can overclock. You can get the 9900Ks. You could get those, which normally would boost to 5 gigahertz. You can get those all the way up to like no custom water cooled loop. You can get almost 6 out of them.
Oh no, yeah, 6.
Yeah, you can get almost 6 out of them, like 5.5 to 5.9, depending on your specific chip.
That's crazy.
How
man.
well you did in the Silicon Lottery. But yeah, no, there's huge benefits to doing custom water cooling. That and they look cool. A custom water loop is badass. Get the right lighting on it. I remember when I did mine, there weren't like RGB strips or anything like that. There were, but they were for cars. They were like the underglow kits. So
Yeah.
we would basically take those apart and then wire those back up into our PC. Yeah.
Throw some lights in it.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Way too many hours in my parents' basement building that stupid thing.
He's a basement creeper.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's cool.
God, that was like 12 years ago. Son of a bitch.
And dude, 12 years ago, I was like 10.
Shut up.
I'm not going there.
Not lying.
No, I'm not.
No, I know he's not. That's a shitty thing.
I'm baby.
All right, guys, I'm going to call the podcast there. That is episode number 5, 4, 5, whatever it is.
5.
We will do it again next week. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back soon.